The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
Yeah, thankfully. Ooh. Thankfully. Thankfully. So Lindsay is in the closet today, broadcasting from her house with a hippie hat on, with the peace sign on it. Mm-hmm.
In the closet?
Yeah. Did I tell y'all the awkward situation that I had to deal with the other day about the peace sign and stuff?
No.
No.
All right. We're working on something. I can tell on Extra Funny. Working on something that has to do with ACE. That goes along with the Celebration thing that we're doing on June 14th. Subscribe to Prime Plus before May 8th, and you'll get the information before we announce it on the radio about tickets and all of that stuff. But it's a creative thing, and the guy says, I'm just throwing this out here. Have you thought about adding something else to it, like saying, how did he phrase it? It wasn't give peace a chance. It wasn't that. It was like choose peace or something along those lines. And I had to write him back in an email, and I was like, please don't take offense to this, but Ace and I would never have used the word peace in that type of situation, like in a political statement or something of that nature. We would say, we're looking for peace, or, peace in a war situation or whatever, but not in a hippie kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had to put it. And now that you know that I'm a conservative, please don't hate me, or I hope you don't choose to not work with us now.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Maybe that was, yeah. Maybe it's too much.
Why?
You're over-explaining it, and it makes it sound weird.
No, because if somebody is super liberal, you see them all the time. They would not want anything. Like, we're not conservatives. We're fascists and Nazis and all of these things that they call Republicans and conservatives. That I didn't know that. Just got to know this guy. Just started working with his company. He could have easily just said, "Hey, we're not working with you." College professors do it all the time. They discriminate against their students if they find out that they're conservatives and all that. So I just wanted to let him know that I didn't have anything against, if he's, since he's not a conservative, I don't have anything against him. Yeah. We're usually that way, though.
Really?
We're far more likely to be friends with someone of a different political belief than they are.
Okay.
The other ones. The dirty ones. The dirty people.
Maybe I'm just sensitive to it, because when we left our Airbnb, when I went out of town with my brothers, my brother handed me his phone when we were on our way out. And he's like, "Hey, can you text the owner of the house that we've checked out?" And I was like, "Sure." So I'm grabbing his phone and I'm typing it out. I'm like, "Hey, thank you so much for the house. The house was great. Everything worked out well. We had such a great time." And as I'm typing, he goes, "Dude, you're saying way too much. Just tell her we've checked out." I went, "Oh, sorry. Yeah." And there might be the millennial in me. He just give a lot of details.
Overly share.
I think so.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're saying too much." I was like, "Oh, okay,
I
sorry."
did the same thing. We had a great time. It was great.
Yeah, right.
Well, they used to have a book in those places that you would sign and write notes for the next people that rented it and all.
They had one of those too.
People are starting to gripe, though, about that type of Airbnb and Vrbo and all of that stuff, about how much you have to do when you check out.
There's a lot.
I got to take the trash. I got to take it to the road. I got to wash the sheets. I got to do, all of this kind of stuff. You want me to mow the yard while I'm at it and put a new roof on the house? I mean, I paid this ungodly amount
Yeah.
to stay in this house, and now I got to also be the grounds crew.
Right.
Yeah.
In this house, the owner was selling her paintings. Like over in like the study area, she had her desk and like these paintings in some sort of like binder kind of. And it was like, look through these paintings, contact blank at 70 blank, da, da, da.
That's actually genius.
She's selling her own stuff in her house.
Yeah.
I was like, how would she know if I just stole a bunch of these paintings? I mean, I didn't want any of them, but
She'd be charging that card on file real quick.
maybe.
We rented a little condo Airbnb one time from a lady in Nashville going to visit our daughter. Actually rented twice from her. And we got in there and she had all of these Faith Hill pictures and a picture with her and Faith Hill.
What?
And then Faith Hill, however many platinum, plaque of whatever CDs and whatnot. And come to find out, she co-wrote one of Faith Hill's biggest hits.
Oh,
What was the one that crossed over the top 40? That
was it This Kiss?
No, it was the one where she was. I think it was the one where she was writhing naked in the bed and in the video, and said it was a love song.
It Matters to Me?
No,
I don't know.
Breathe?
Breathe. It was. She co-wrote Breathe.
No way.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
That makes more sense than
Right,
that
so-
all this, that she's not
I
just
know,
an
she's not-
obsessed
yeah,
freak
it's not
stalker.
like my wife with Lainey Wilson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be so weird if you were like still obsessed with like a Faith Hill or a Trisha Yearwood.
Clay Aiken.
Clay,
Yeah.
from the
I'm
Claymate.
still a Claymate.
That'd be
It
freaky.
feels beautiful.
Were you ever obsessed with anybody like that? Like where it was like you're really way into this person?
Now I've been a huge fan of different celebrities from time to time, but never where I would want to, follow them anywhere, or anything like that. Of course, when I was young, Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
But other than that, not really. At one point, I really, really liked Garth Brooks when I was young. But then I started watching too many interviews with him, and I'm like, damn, he's dramatic.
Yeah.
Garth, you've been talking for 5 minutes. All she said was, "What'd you eat for breakfast this morning?" And crying.
Yeah.
Heard enough.
Yeah. You got your hat off, tears rolling down your face. Come on.
Gosh.
God.
Were you ever obsessed with anybody, Lindsay?
Never. Never. I thought about that the other day. I have friends that are obsessed with celebrities and will go on tour with, follow them around, and never.
Yeah, I know your friend was way into Justin Timberlake.
Oh, still is.
Yeah.
Still is.
Well, Ace and I had a listener she lives in Huntsville, Alabama, when we were there, and stayed in touch through the years. I mean, she's really cool, but she would do what she called gate tours. And, Huntsville is only an hour and a half from Nashville. So she and her friend would find out where country stars lived and just go park by their gate out by the road, for whenever they left.
What?
Oh my God.
They may cause she had picked Garth Brooks was her number one. And she was so excited one day that she was on a gate tour, and he actually came out and talked to him and took pictures with him and all. He was in, like a hoodie and some sweatpants and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he saw him on camera out there and said, "I'm going to go talk to him," or he was leaving and said, "Who are these people? These are fans out here by my," because it would just be the two of them. It wasn't a bunch of people.
It wasn't on like a
stopping.
bus or anything. That was
No,
just a
just like,
That's
yeah.
hard. I mean, a gate tour is a nice way of saying you just stalked this person and waited outside their house.
Yeah.
Well, I
You're a
mean,
weirdo.
I don't know if you had that back then. It was in the mid '90s. I don't know if you had stalking back then.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just kidding.
So who else did she get other than Garth?
I mean, the biggest names.
Really?
Yeah.
And she would park the car outside the gate. and
Yeah.
just
So
wait.
she wouldn't like try to get in or anything. She would
Yeah.
just put, park out there on the slight chance that they may be, leaving, going to the store or something.
Wow.
That sounds like a serial killer.
So weird.
Oh, that's crazy. It's funny.
Sure does.
And she'd bring a friend with her or something.
Yeah, this is the same friend.
Okay.
That's what they did together.
Yeah.
But Lindsay, you don't think your friend that's obsessed with Justin Timberlake would do something like that?
I don't think she would go that far. She has some humility, so
Yeah.
I don't think she'd go that far.
I mean, if she
That's
knew
wild to
what
me.
hotel he was in, and around the time that he may be coming through the lobby or something, and she said, "I got to be there at 7 a.m. because he may be coming through." He's supposed to be. I looked at his schedule, and he's supposed to be going to rehearsal early, or they're heading out for the next town early that morning. So
I don't know. I don't think so.
okay, good.
I don't think so. I
Good.
think that's She'd be too embarrassed.
We used to work in the radio station with someone who was obsessed with Justin Timberlake, who I think would do this.
Oh, really?
Who was
She
that?
worked for the alternative station.
Oh yeah. Was
Huge
it the
Justin
little
Timberlake
short one, little short girl, or the redheaded girl?
Little short girl.
Okay. The one that was killing those airplane bottles of vodka in that meeting we had that day.
Oh no! I'm talking. It's I don't want to say her name.
Okay,
or anything,
don't.
But yeah. I'll text you who it was.
Okay.
Tell me who was smashing the airplane box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
either, to be honest.
I
Well, she was-
do know. Who
yeah.
you're talking about,
She was a Latina.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot about her. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like a couple shotskis in the middle of the day.
But the meeting was the vodka company. We were about to start doing advertising for them, and so they passed it around, and so she's making them feel good about their product.
Yeah, she
Just
was making them feel real good.
Yeah.
She
Not
loved
as
it.
good as it was making her feel.
Why wasn't I in that meeting?
Yeah, right. You could have been perfect in there.
I think that was a pretty good while after you decided to retire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time, yeah.
You know, I know Lindsay's not into celebrities because one time we went to a horror movie convention, her and I, and we got invited to backstage to meet somebody, and one of the security guards said, "Hey, you can't walk down this hall because Gary Busey's down here and he's got a sword." And Lindsay said, "We're leaving."
We're leaving.
We're not trying to see anybody. We're leaving.
Yeah.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny.
Hey, the big celebration of Ace and the Peyton's Promise fundraiser is Saturday, June 14th. Make sure you subscribe to Prime and Prime Plus at tjriggins.com to get all the ticket information first. Hey, it's TJ, and if you need anything when it comes to real estate, then you have to talk to our friends, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Why? Because they're the experts when it comes to anything real estate. They even fly all over the world and teach other people how to do what they do. Jody and I have always used the Temple team, and we love every one of them. Yes, even Kent Temple, and he and I get on each other's nerves from time to time, but still love each other. Make sure you tell them you heard about it from us. Go to tjriggins.com/Temple team for the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Oh, look, our new subscribe button, where you can make sure you're getting the new shows right when they're posted. Find listening options for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, social media sites, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Every Monday, there's a fresh new episode of the TJ and Jody's House podcast, starring TJ and his wife, Jody. It's a look inside their lives, and you don't want to miss it. It's all brought to you by Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Go to tjriggins.com/mattress for more information. That's tjriggins.com/mattress.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
So, Riggins will send me these videos every morning and see if they're, in case we want to play them, play the audio on the show. And they always come from the TikTok or the Instagram or the Twitter X. And this morning he sent one that I just decided right there that I'm going to look this guy up and follow him. I usually don't do that.
Yeah.
But I'm following this guy now.
Really?
Yeah. He teaches etiquette. He's a British guy that teaches etiquette. And I just think that's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, about how to stir your tea properly and
Right.
the whole thing. So I want to know all about that.
Yeah.
But this is his description of how you should, if you, as he puts it, Lindsay, if you put down or drop your luxury tote, how you're supposed to pick it up off the ground.
Please tell me.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, I've dropped my luxury tote. Now, when I go to pick it up, I'm not going to bend over inelegantly like that. Instead, I'm going to go to the side, bend through the knees, and pick up like so, and then away.
And then away.
Oh my God.
I mean,
There's one that I saw where he's showing the proper way to eat whatever pastry it is that they eat for breakfast. For us, it would be toast, I guess.
okay.
And how you butter the toast. You do it one edge at a time. You put the butter on it, and then you eat that. You don't slather the entire thing in butter and then have to get it on your hands and all of that.
Really?
Yeah. So you put the butter as you go.
Oh man,
On
that
there.
seems like a lot of work. Every bite you're slathering butter on it, but
I could
anything
get down
else.
with that. I love butter.
Mm-hmm.
I love butter.
That's the same way with mayonnaise on burgers.
Love butter.
You ever substitute butter for mayonnaise for butter when you're making a grilled cheese?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Mhm.
my God.
But, you know, a lot of people eat that mayonnaise that you buy at the grocery store.
Yeah. What are you talking
They
about?
don't make homemade mayonnaise.
Yeah. Have y'all heard of people doing that?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Scallywags.
Scallywags. That's what this guy would call.
Yeah.
You
I use
scallywag.
Japanese mayo.
Yeah. Because you hate America.
That's what it is.
He eats anime mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Animeo.
We're sitting on a gold mine here. Copyright.
Yeah. You Animeo.
I only use that. Oh.
Have you seen how much that damn Japanese barbecue sauce is?
Yes.
That is crazy.
It was like $10
It's
in
so
the
good.
grocery store.
Yeah, I know it's good.
Good though.
Mm-hmm. But I bet it ain't even Japanese people making it.
Nope.
I bet you go to that factory, there ain't a Japanese person to be had around there.
Not a one.
Hey, Rob, can you look up quickly where the corporate headquarters is for that Japanese barbecue sauce? I bet it's somewhere like damn Midland, Texas.
It probably
Yeah.
is.
The one that says the original one,
Yeah.
Bachon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one they have at Walmart with the white label.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. All right. Let's see.
And I heard the spicy one is so spicy. Have you tried it?
Mm-mm. I can't afford any of it.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, I make my own barbecue sauce.
Oh well.
Make that too?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I have an entire condiment wing of my kitchen.
Well, touch.
Please enter my condiment wing.
Condiment.
That British expert probably has a condiment wing.
Yeah.
That Glen Powell condiments. I bet they're expensive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because he actually makes the mayo with his own sweat. Like each jar has a little of his sweat in it.
Yeah, worth every penny.
Mm-hmm. But I like that guy, and he's going to teach me all kinds of things. Probably a lot of stuff I already know.
Maybe.
You know.
But some of that stuff is so over the top. I mean,
Yeah.
buttering every piece, every bite. That seems like a lot of
But
work.
it doesn't make sense that if you're in an kind of an elegant situation, a brunch somewhere at the club or whatnot, then you don't want to get butter all over your hands. You slather a whole piece of toast with it. You just lightly butter just a little edge, and then you eat that.
Yeah.
That side, not the corner, but the whole edge of the piece, and then
Yeah.
eat that, and then do it again as you go along,
And then away.
And then,
and then away. Yeah.
That Japanese barbecue sauce. The person whose grandmother invented it she was from California.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 5 generations of Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't even say she was Japanese.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
No, she is though.
Oh, she is.
Bachan means grandma in Japanese,
Okay.
so
Oh.
it's named after his grandmother.
Oh man, whenever we have grandkids, that's what I'm going to make them call Jody.
Banchan?
Banchan.
Banchan.
What is that? It means grandma in Japanese.
Yeah.
Well, arigato.
Oh, you mean like Mr. Kim? Yeah. Korean, Japanese, same thing. But that guy though, you know, I guarantee you he's never called anyone bruv.
No, never.
Brava.
Bravo.
Yes. He's very fancy.
Yeah. Never been in a pub brawl
No.
over soccer.
No. He's no hooligan. Who do you think would be most ill-equipped to dine in a place where you would be careful about how you're buttering your bread?
Of whom?
Of all of us on the show. I mean, I know the natural belief that it would be Rob
Yeah.
because he doesn't enjoy like a fancy dining experience, but it could be me.
You think?
Maybe.
I think Rob would come closer to just sitting there and not eating.
Yeah.
He's like
Not-
intimidated
Yeah,
by this
or
stuff.
just saying, I'm not going through all that to deal with this, and I
Yeah.
can't mess anything up if I'm just sitting here. I think he would sit there, not eat, not talk, but bring his big giant water bottle,
Yeah.
like he took to Ace's funeral.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
He had a big gallon jug he took in.
I was thirsty, man.
Ace would have wanted him to be
Yeah.
hydrated.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because Ace stole all of his energy drinks. So,
Yeah.
Thirsty.
Rob, let me
get you back.
let me steal one of your energy drinks.
Yeah.
One of your
God.
monsters.
You bring that in everywhere you go, that water bottle?
Unless they specifically say you can't.
No water bottles allowed.
Yeah.
No outside food or drink kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, okay.
I hide it in my back. I put it in my back pocket whenever I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to a movie, so I can sneak it in.
Yeah.
Well, it's not much of a hiding place, I'll be honest, because I saw it at the funeral. It wasn't really well hidden.
His dress clothes don't have a hiding place.
Yeah.
But I bet you encounter that sign a lot, don't you, Rob, when you're going to eat? That no food or drink from outside.
Yeah.
That they have to tell people that.
Yeah.
We got guys.
Clothes required.
Yeah.
Can't bring your own fries.
Yeah.
Your mind.
Yeah. I don't ever see that sign, like,
No. Come on, not at the places you're eating.
I'm not eating at fancy place. I eat at sports bars most of the time. Because if I eat out, I'm usually with little friend Jenny and handsome husband Michael.
Yeah. Would you like to eat at more elevated dining places? I mean, does that interest you at all, having a really luxurious experience like that?
No,
Not really.
it used to. I mean, I was all into that, at a different time in my life. But I do enjoy it on occasion.
Yeah.
And not even a super fancy kind of thing, but like where we ate with Jody Saturday in Winston-Salem, the little place that she eats with her friends. I mean, it wasn't fancy by any means, but it was quaint. It was an old, I think it was one of those old churches that they turned into a restaurant and all that. And,
Oh, I love those. I love those.
yeah, you would have loved this place, Lindsay. It was real, and the place across the street, Jody goes, that's where we normally eat, but it's just a little, it's too girly for y'all. So I can only imagine what that was like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I can always I enjoy the sports bars, food and
Sure.
stuff.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I used to, but right now at my age and the thought of going and sitting down at a fancy restaurant and being there for 3 hours to eat dinner,
Oh,
just punch me in the face.
Yeah. Really formal.
Mm-hmm. And I can probably cook whatever I'm eating better than what they're cooking. I mean, I don't I don't mean to be blowing my own horn, but toot toot. You know. Now, if I lived back in Louisiana, I would be going, but that's the thing. You don't have to go to a fancy restaurant to get really, really good Cajun cuisine. I mean, a lot of the best Cajun cuisine is in a hole in the wall that if they were in another state, probably wouldn't pass the sanitation inspection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some of the best food you could ever eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I like wang. I love wangs and burgers and all that. And I get dressed up sometimes for that.
Yeah.
You know, I put on a tie every now and then.
Yeah.
I saw a video of the nicest restaurant you can eat in Disney World, and you have to get reservations like a year in advance. And it's so fancy. Not only do they have somebody to come and brush the crumbs off your table, but if there's any little stain in between courses, they come by with these little white stickers and they place them really, really subtly on the stains on your table, on that white tablecloth, so you don't have to look at them. I was like, I've never seen that level of fancy. Now, here's my problem. If I'm at Disney World,
Right.
do I want to wrap up a day at the park, sweating all day, and then put on a suit and tie and go eat, 4 courses, again, over 3 hours, like you said? No, I don't.
No.
We did that one time with when we were still doing Grin Kids, because the Disney management people wanted to have dinner with us and figure out the next year's trip, and then whatever. It was more of a business thing.
Yeah.
And it was I forgot the name. The Contemporary is the name of the hotel, and it's on the roof of that, the top floor of the Contemporary, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
And that was where Pete, who worked for us at the time, was sitting at the end of the table, and the waiter came by with everybody's water on a tray and tripped and dumped all that ice water right down onto Pete down his back.
Oh no.
No.
I mean, just soaked.
Oh,
and the waiter was devastated.
I
He's
bet.
like, oh. So
What did Pete do?
well, first thing he was like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
And then he saw the guy felt bad about it. He was like, it's fine. So the guy went, he disappeared, and he goes back and to the back. And then a couple of minutes later, he comes out and tosses Pete a shirt, and he had it in his locker. And he said, if you give me that shirt, I'll try to get it dry, whatever. You can wear this in the meantime.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. They look like they've been in that locker for a while.
Yeah.
It'd be like if I go to my bag and go, well, I got some certs in here.
I don't know.
Certs?
Try some stuff out here.
It's sweet though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yikes. I don't know. I'd be mortified if that happened.
It was like a movie scene. It's
Yeah.
like right down. At least 8 glasses of ice water. Just.
Oh my gosh.
Now, depending on how hot it is at Disney at the time, that might have felt good.
Yeah, it was at night though. It was, one of those deals. We were in the parks all day and then go home and get dressed up and be back out there.
Putting on nice khakis when you got swamp ass.
Yeah.
This is just like not my idea.
Mm-hmm.
Good time.
Yeah.
And it's not like we were staying in the Contemporary.
Yeah,
we were out at the All-Star Music. It's like a Motel 6 of Disney.
Like, get out of here, trash. Time to go home. You dirt bags.
It's extra funny with TJ and Riggins. Where are these huge discounts on great products? The deals page at tjriggins.com.
Check it out.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yeah.